Hey Wes, how you doing? ah, let's see here. Trying to set this up so it's not just looking at the dashboard so much. Oh, I hope you feel better soon. Hey, 71 Cowboys, long time no see. Um, I see you are a yeah. I'm a I'm an Uber. I'm an Uber driver, and that's where I'm going to right now. I'm going over to the Hertz rent a car. I'm gonna see if I can switch back to a Tesla. I had a Tesla earlier a couple weeks ago, and I really loved it. And then I thought I would try out just for shits and giggles. I guess I thought I would try out. Hey Jolie, um, this Polestar 2. And if you've seen any of my videos on the subject, you'll know that I'm not really sold on the Polestar 2. It just isn't for me. Let's just put it that way. Um, but I will say, I mean, okay, it's a nice car in that it's built well. It runs really nice. It has a really nice ride to it. Um, you know the performance is fine. It's not like a Tesla, but it's so I don't need all that speed and stuff really. Um, but it's a nice ride. It has a really nice ride to it. It's a nice quiet ride. I think this is quieter than the Model 3, like I've said before. And it is it's not shoddy in that nothing seems to be like chintzy or cheap. It's well made, well put together. I just think it's very poorly designed in the interior, at least for me, for my build, maybe for my age. I don't know, but it's very difficult to get in and out of this vehicle, and it's very uncomfortable when you're sitting in the vehicle. As far as like my knees are rubbing against this hard plastic console. I've got my knee is red and raw from that. The arrangement of these cup holders is ridiculous. Um, I had my son and my daughter-in-law in here, and we all had drinks, and it was like, I mean, for the back it was okay because she was sitting in the back and she had the little armrest down that has cup holders. My son was sitting up here. If you want to use the other cup holder, you have to open this thing up, and it's like way back, and it's just stupid. It's ridiculous. So I don't want to go off on another tirade on that, but um, so to some people, maybe those things aren't important, or maybe that sounds like maybe it sounds petty or something. I don't know, but when you're in a car, especially like being an Uber driver, and you're going to be sitting in the car for however long you're doing 4 or 5 hours, 6, 7, 8 hours, 10 hours, uh, whatever it may be. Those creature comfort type things are very important. And then just think of if you were going on a road trip or something, that those are the type of things that really you kind of really realize the shortcomings, the failings of a car. Maybe the people who designed this should take their cars out on a road trip or something. Maybe the designers should do that. Um, Maybe they do, and they're just morons or something. I don't know. I have a feeling that they're just little tiny people that don't drink anything. That don't ever or don't ever act like human beings. You know. I don't know, out of touch. There's out of touch. Probably just, you know, pocket protector nerds type of people. So anyhow, enough of my bashing the interior designers, okay, of the world. I'm glad to see people here. We got 5 watching, only 3 thumbs up. So make sure you hit that thumbs up button, please, and make sure you like, make sure you subscribe. We're at, I think we're at 562 subscribers. Seems like every day or so we get another one, another one, another one. Our quest for 1 million, we're right on schedule. I should be hitting 1 million subscribers by the year 3000, I think. So let's keep it going. Love it, love it, love it. I'm going to go ahead and take a little drive. Let's see. This camera set up. Here we are. You can see the beautiful sky through the prison bars. That's right, folks. I'm in prison. Imprisoned in my own mind. No. I'm probably going to drive through somewhere. I haven't had breakfast. I haven't had coffee. So I might be a little cranky. Maybe I'm a little cranky. Maybe I'm a little hangry. And Hal Sparks says you shouldn't get mad at people if you're hangry. Well, I can get a little pissy, can I? A little. Anyhow, I'll try my best. I'll try my best to not be too pissy. Let's turn that back around. And let's see if we can get out of here. Not doing too much damage. Last night on my Ubering, I saw this wreck happen like right in front of me. It wasn't like, no like injuries or anything like that, but it was weird. It was like a guy in a van was in this driveway, and it was kind of like taking up. He was kind of sitting there, kind of like he was askew. The car, it was like at an angle, kind of like so that part of the front of his van was almost like in this other lane, but he was just sitting there, and so then this other car was going around him. I guess we were buffering. I don't know. Hopefully we're back. But everybody lived. Okay. The thing. So then that van that had been just sitting there, and it was kind of like this kind of cockeyed position, just took off like to make a left turn out of the right lane, and that other car, hit his brakes but not in time, and so that van just sort of like took his whole kind of right front fender out, and I just narrowly escaped it myself. I just got around him. So that was weird to see that. Kind of Uber. I should just do like a Uber log, and where every night I talk about just some of the interesting people and things that happen. Sort of like a dashboard confessional or whatever. No, I don't know if that's the right comparison, but So anyhow, I am hungry. I'm gonna drive through somewhere. I'm just aimlessly driving right now. Well, this is, I think, Valley View. What is this? Yeah, Valley View. We're headed north. We're a couple miles, off the strip here. And I'm gonna go get something to eat and then go over to Hertz. And like I said, I was gonna see if I could turn this back in and get a Tesla. Hopefully they have some. Last time I was in there, they said they were all out of Teslas, and because everyone's getting them. And then he said they were getting a new shipment in, so hopefully I came in and then I can get one. And I was as I was walking out of the Hertz office, there's like, I don't know, 7 or 8 people. They were Uber drivers, all because they're all either brand new or they're renewing their rental, or maybe they were out of it and they come back to it. But they're getting rentals. That's what they're waiting for. And so as I walked out, I just sort of go to the group. I just go, "Don't get a Polestar," and then everyone kind of laughed, you know. And I just go because they suck, you know. And everybody laughed some more, and we all laughed, and it was a good time. But hopefully, I kind of maybe there were some people sitting there thinking about getting Polestars. Hopefully I talked them out of it, or my little comment hopefully made them think about it. Because the last time I was in there, when I was picking up this Polestar, I remember there was a guy, another Uber driver, who was getting one, who was getting a car, and they were like gonna get a Tesla, and then the guy told him the Polestar 2 was like $20 cheaper to rent it. And then the guy was like, "Oh, let me get a Polestar 2 then. It's, you know, it's like any money I can save is, you know, is good or whatever. So let me go for that Polestar." And I think I'm trying to remember if I already had the Polestar or not at that point. I think I might have, but I might have only had it for I think it was like that first day. I think I came back and I was going to try to change, and and they couldn't do it because they're really busy and everything else. So I just didn't do it. But I didn't know all the stuff I know now, but I did know that I didn't like it. But if I had known all of this crap about this car now at that moment, I would have told that guy, no. You do not want the Polestar 2. Even though it's $20 cheaper to rent it, it's 3 times the cost to charge the damn thing. So you're losing money right there. It's still more cost effective just to get the Tesla, even though it's $20 more. You're saving it in your charging costs, because your charging costs are a third of the cost it is to charge this damn thing. Also, your time spent at the charger is, a third less, or 2/3 less time, than it takes to charge this stupid car. So that's the thing about it. That's another thing. I was talking about the interior and how I hate the interior design. But it also takes about 3 times as long to charge the stupid thing, and therefore it costs 3 times as much. I've pretty much come to the conclusion that that's why it costs so much more, because you're on that charger like 3 times as long, so the price is 3 times as long, 3 times as much. So it sucks. The Polestar 2 sucks. Maybe if you're renting it just as a rental, if you're on a vacation and you just need something to run around, and maybe it's okay, but certainly not as an Uber driver. It's not good. And I don't think it would be even good to even buy one to have it as a permanent basis. Like I said, it might be good if you were just on a vacation, you flew to some town or city, and you want a car, and you're like, hey, I'll try out an EV. Then it might be okay. But and that's just a big might. That's a big might. That's not even a certain might. So I just got to give Polestar 2 thumbs down all the way around. I mean, like I said, it's a good car. I mean, you can see here, we're driving along. It's a nice, smooth ride. It's pretty quiet. Those are about the only 2 positives I can really, say about it. Or maybe there's 3. It is well made, well put together. It's solid. It drives nice, and it's quiet. That's it. Boom. End of story. The rest of it is just, a shit show. It's a horror show. So now, as you guys know, when I'm driving, I don't see the chat. So apologize if I have been ignoring the chat. But here's another thing I disagree with Hal Sparks about. No, safety first, okay? Safety should be first. So that's all I got to say about that. I was trying to find like maybe like a Del Taco or something, but something that still has something kind of breakfasty. But because I think they still have breakfast burritos like all day or whatever. Most places they'll stop at usually the 11 the latest. Usually it's 10 or 30. There's Dunkin' Donuts. I might just go get me some donuts. Should I just get some donuts? Who doesn't love a Dunkin' Donut? I'm coming up actually on the I think the Tesla place is right up here. A place where I took the test drive the other day with the Model Y is up here. I wonder if that Dunkin' Donuts was a drive-through. You know, I think Dunkin' Donuts has breakfast sandwiches. Maybe I'll go back to Dunkin' Donuts. Get a breakfast sandwich. There's McDonald's. They used to have breakfast all day, and then they stopped doing it. I'm gonna go back to Dunkin' Donuts. Dunk me some donuts. I think if they have those breakfast sandwiches, they might still, those might be all day or something. I don't know. So anyhow, I didn't start the live stream at 9. I was too tired. This Uber thing has really changed my scheduling. Oh, there's a cop. He's gonna pull. Looks like he's pulling somebody over. I drove last night. I was Ubering last night. And I just Ubered till about midnight. But then by the time you get to bed and everything, it's like, I don't know. And get to sleep. It's like 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And then I was just in no shape to do a live stream at 9 this morning. I'm barely in any shape to do it right now. What's that guy? Okay, now it seems like that Dunkin' Donuts wasn't that far back. Did I pass it a bit? Where are you, Dunkin' Donuts? I want my Dunkin' Donut, please. Could I please get me a Dunkin' Donut? I think it's right up here. That's not it. Did I drive that far past the Dunkin' Donut place? I'll probably find something else now. I don't know. So yesterday it was kind of rainy again. We've been going off again, on again with the rain. But I think we're done with the rain for a while. It looks like it's gonna be kind of clear. And we might be having a little warming trend. And then, of course, everyone will complain about the heat. But ain't that just the way it goes? We complain about the heat, and then we complain about the cold, and then we complain about the heat. So yeah, I don't like the Polestar 2. It sucks. Hopefully I can get this Tesla Model 3 back. And then I'm going to Uber and stuff like that, and things of this nature, and so on and so forth. And that guy, what was that guy doing? I think, see, there's the Hertz, but that's not the right Hertz. And I think the Dunkin' Donuts was right next to the Hertz. Oh, they do have a drive-through. I wish the Hertz that I'm going to had a Dunkin' Donuts next to it. Where do I go? Oh my God, I made a wrong choice, I think, of getting in there. Burlington Coat Factory. Sometimes you can find some good deals at that place. So today, I'm just being casual. Today's casual day. Look, there's Tesla, a couple Teslas there. But this Hertz, I don't think they don't have any Uber stuff here. Okay, let's see what they got. What can I get?
Hello, what can I get started for you?
Let's see. Let me get a let me try one of those wake up wrap sandwiches.
Yes.
And let me get a large coffee.
A large hot coffee,
Yeah.
cream and sugar.
No, just drink it black.
All right,
Or maybe some cream and sugar on the side.
cream and sugar on the side.
Yeah.
All right, anything else?
Yeah, let me get a, let's see. One of those Boston cream donuts.
Boston cream donut.
Yeah.
All right.
That should do it.
The coffee and the donut.
And the wake up sandwich, wrap sandwich.
The bacon.
Does that come with bacon?
You can do bacon, sausage, or just egg and cheese.
Oh, yeah. I guess I'll do it with bacon.
Bacon?
Yeah.
You got it. Will that be all?
Yeah, let's do it.
We'll see you at the window for 7:56.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
Uh huh. Hey, I see KO's here. Hey, KO. I think, right? Yeah, KO and
Thank you. Alright, total is 756. Thank you. Cream and sugar on the side. Boston cream. Here you go. We're just waiting for that wrap, okay?
alrighty.
Thank you.
Uh-huh. If you guys are lucky, I'll let you watch me eat. How's that? How's that sound?
Yeah.
How's that sound?
If you could just park from me up front, I bring you right
Just around the
after.
corner?
Yeah, just to the left. It shouldn't be more than 2 minutes.
Alrighty.
Thank you.
I mean, a Trucker John live stream wouldn't be a Trucker John live stream if I wasn't feeding my face, right? What's that sound? Do you guys hear that sound? There's a Lexus coming by. See that Lexus? I think that was making a weird noise. But, anywho, I'm gonna have some breakfast. I've been switching over to just drinking black coffee. Oh my God, no, this guy's going behind me. Are we both doing the weight over here? I guess so. But I switched over to black coffee, and I've been really enjoying it. But I got the cream and sugar on the side just in case if their coffee is crappy. And I can doctor it up. You know what I mean? It's really hot though. Ooh, I got a. I did get the. Ooh, chocolate cream donut. Or they call it Boston cream. I call it chocolate cream, but whatever. Because the cream isn't chocolate. So I got a donut. It's probably a 450 calorie donut. But I'm hungry, so. I'm hungry. Are you guys hungry? Have you guys eaten? What time is it? Most of you guys are back on the East Coast. It's like you've already had lunch, probably. You're probably between lunch and dinner right now, right? Might need a little afternoon snack, you know, something to keep you going. 2:14. Yep. So either you're gonna have a late lunch or you already had lunch and you're just gearing up for dinner. You're counting down. It's like 3 more hours to dinner, man. KO says 114 for Wes. I'm at 15. Are you a minute behind me? Because I'm at 15 past the hour. Let's see. What's my Apple Watch say? Yep. 15. It's 15 past the hour. Thank you very much. Time for weather and traffic. Weather is partly cloudy, and we have a temperature right now is 63 degrees. That's probably going to be about the daytime high. It said the high was only supposed to be 60, and I guess we've already passed that with an overnight low of 41 degrees. Oh, I think my food's coming.
Hello.
Hi. Yeah, I just had the wrap.
Just the wrap, right?
Yeah.
Should be this one right here.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Have a good day.
You too. It's a good thing I got a donut because that wrap looks tiny. It looks tiny. And I need more than that to sustain me, to satiate my hunger. Let me go ahead and roll this window up. Oh, we both did the same thing. Oh, she's backing out though. So look, you can either, here's your choice. You can either look at this part of this palm tree trunk here and watch the cars go by, or you can watch me feed my face. All right, we'll do an unveiling here. The picture looked bigger. I would have ordered something else. I'm not even sure if they had those sandwiches. But look at how tiny this is. Oh well, it's hot. It's got egg, bacon, and cheese. You can see everything in there. A little hot. They didn't give me any napkins. I guess I gotta use the bag as a napkin. Well, I hate, it's such a nice bag. And I know a lot of times I save the bag because I'm thinking like, you know, I hate to just use it for 2 seconds and then throw it away. And I'll save these bags. And then they'll just sit there in my truck or whatever for like 5 years or something. And then I end up throwing it away anyhow. I just delay the inevitable. Because I don't really have much use for bags. It's not like I'm going to school and I'm bringing my bag lunch. Or going to some job where, you know, I'm brown bagging it. I'm not doing that. I haven't done that for a long time. This coffee is very hot. Very, very hot coffee. Wow, it's so hot. It is boiling hot coffee. Ouch. 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 Well, at least the coffee's hot. Didn't really have much taste to it. So I might have to, I don't know if I'm going to doctor it up or not. That Blueberry Hill restaurant coffee has spoiled me because they have pretty good coffee. So my son and his wife, my daughter-in-law, they've been up. They've since I guess Monday. Huh? Has it been Monday? Oh, yeah. We're both staying over at the Rio. They just wanted to get away from the snow. They live up in the snow in California, and they literally were trapped for like 2 or 3 weeks where they couldn't get out. Maybe even longer. I don't know. You know, everything was buried. The cars were buried. The roads were all, you know, where they couldn't get out. And then just recently this week, they were getting more snow up there, and so they wanted to come down here. They're like, we're tired of the snow, and so we've been spending some time together. So it's been nice. So in the mornings, usually at this time, I'm usually with them, but I wanted to get over and get that truck. I mean, get that car. But we usually go out to breakfast, you know, spend some time together, and then in the afternoon I go out and Uber. So I had to buy a new cord because hooking this thing up in the trunk to keep my phone charged just wasn't working out. So I had to go to the Apple store and get a USB Type C, I guess they call it, or USB-C connector with the lightning and, you know, lightning charger thing. And because this doesn't have ports for just regular USB. So that's another thing. I had to lay out $30 for that. So that's another thing that this car cost me. I definitely did. I don't think I didn't clear any money this week, I don't think. Although, I mean, it's probably just a break even. Tuesday night might have been my best night, because I went out. I think I did 8 hours and 45 minutes where I was on the Uber app. And I actually cleared, I actually earned like, I think $216, that was on a Tuesday night. Or Tuesday, because I actually got an early start. I think I actually started at like 2:30 in the afternoon, and then I just went all the way until I ended up going until after 1 a.m. So, and I know that comes out to more than 8 hours and 45 minutes, right? But doesn't it? Let's see, 2:30 to 12:30. That's like 10, 11 hours. But I had to. The reason there's a differentiation there is because I had to shut down to charge, and it took an hour and a half to charge this stupid thing. So during that hour and a half, I went and walked, and I got something to eat. Someone's car alarm just went off for some reason. And then last night was Wednesday night. Like Tuesday night was actually pretty busy and pretty steady. Never had any, between rides. It was always just like, there's the next one, there's the next one, there's the next one. I think I forget how many rides I did. Someone's behind me. Trying to turn around, I guess. So I made $216. And then last night, I didn't get started until about 4, I think. About 3:34. And I had to stop and charge again. I stopped for an hour because I was only going to do an hour anyhow, but the charging machine I was on, some of them have time limits, and that one has like a 1 hour, because there was only one charger at this place that I went to. So they have a time limit set up on it of 1 hour. So, and that's all I was going to do anyhow. I was just going to do whatever it would do in an hour. I wasn't going to even try to go to 90%. In fact, it didn't go. It went from 20, I think I was at 25% or something like that, to, I got up into the 70s, I guess. I forget exactly. We're like 76 or something. And, then I went and Ubered a few more time for a few more hours until midnight, I guess. Yeah, it was just like midnight. That's when I shut down. But there were some times where I was sitting. That's kind of like the first time since I've been doing this Ubering where I've actually sat for like 5 minutes or something, between a load. It's not a load. I keep calling it. I'm a trucker. I am a trucker. Still a trucker. And that happened a few times, but I still managed to break $100. I think. I forgot what I think it was like $145 or something like that. So I'm trying to figure out a bunch of things about what I want to do. If I want to get back into trucking, I mean, because I have my truck. It's not passing DOT because it has a whole bunch of shit that needs to be done to it. It's going to be like, I figure like about 10 grand worth of work, probably. Maybe even more. Who knows? They might find more stuff, So I could fix that truck, get back on the road, and then it's just going to keep nickel and diming me, probably. This stupid truck. Not a stupid truck. I shouldn't say it's a stupid truck. It's a good truck. Or I could try to buy another truck. If I try to get something new, you're looking at $200,000 plus, which I really don't feel like getting into. Maybe if I was in my 30s or 40s, it'd be different. But I'm 62 years old, and I really was only planning on driving maybe another 5 years. So I don't know if I want to take on a big $225,000, investment, I guess, on a truck. So then the other option, was I could go back and be a company driver. I could go back to Schneider. I can go anywhere. They say there's a big trucking shortage. I've been looking around on, just some of the things online, and then all these recruiters, they keep calling me. I could do that for a while, and they're promising all this money and all this stuff, signing bonuses and all that shit. I could go back to doing that, and it makes a lot more money than Uber, or I could just Uber, even though it makes a lot less money. They say you got to do what makes you happy, I guess. And even my son said yesterday that I seem really happy and doing this Uber. and that even though it makes less money, he said I should probably just do it because he could tell that he could see that, you know, I don't look so stressed out, or I don't look so um I don't know. He just said I look like happy and upbeat or something, and he hasn't seen that in a while. So maybe there's something to that. Maybe I should just do Uber. So if I do that, since my car that I own, my personal vehicle, is too old to do this, I have right now I'm renting. So I either have to rent these cars or I have to go and buy another car that, you know, would be approved, that will meet Uber standards, right? I could buy a used car that let's say I could buy a used gas powered car, and for who, let's say you get something that's like a 2020 or something, you know, because, you know, I don't want to get something that's too old. I think you can go back as far as like 2016 or something, but I don't want to buy a 2016 and then it's only good for, you know, for a year, right, or whatever. But if you buy something that's too new, like 21 or 2021 or 22, then I might as well get something brand new. Like, that's the way I figure it. But unless there's a really huge savings or something. So then, yeah, so that's the options. You can buy. So you buy a used car, you get a gas powered one, and then you're spending probably, like I was spending on that Ford Escape, $250 a week in fuel just to Uber, right? That doesn't even include like if your personal time. Or you could get like a hybrid, like a Prius, and there's all kinds of hybrids, not just Priuses. But I think Priuses might be, you know, our family has been buying Priuses. My ex and my kids, they've been buying Priuses ever since they came out. We've had them. I've driven them. So I'm familiar with the Prius. I think they're pretty well made. I think they've got a lot of, like we had the first generation one from 2001, I think it was. And that ended up having kind of a lot of issues. But most of that was covered with the warranties and everything. But we had to put it in the shop a lot. But since that, I think they've worked out all the bugs pretty much. And those are pretty good cars, those Priuses. And like I said, my family has been buying them. And they get great gas mileage. They're pretty dependable. You know, so there's that route. There's like a Prius or some type of hybrid. You know, that could be another brand, but where you're going to get good mileage. So you're not spending the $250 a week on fuel. It might be, you might spend, it's hard to say. It just depends on how many miles you do as you're driving and how many days you work. But I bet you in a Prius, you might spend anywhere from $50 to $100 a week, I bet, on fuel. So there's that option. And you can find maybe a nice used one. For, I don't know, 15, 20 grand, and you could buy a new one. And, you know, and Priuses, they have different levels. But if you get the nice kind of full size one, I think a new one's going to be at least 30 or 35,000, right? So that's that option. And then the other option is to get an EV. Now the two main options there is new or used. You could buy a used Model 3, Tesla Model 3, that's probably, you know, at least 4 or 5 years old, for like 35,000 or 33, 34,000 or whatever. but then it's going to age out just in a few years. Anyhow, with the as far as Uber, their 7-year rule, right? Or you could buy a brand new Tesla. And the Model 3s, you're you're probably looking at for a brand new one, you're looking at around 50,000 for a Model 3. The one that I like is the Model Y, and there's no sense in me getting a Model 3, buying a Model 3, I don't think, since I do have the issue of getting in and out where it's difficult. The Model Y that I test drove was beautiful. It was perfect. I loved everything about it. I loved the way it looked. I loved the way it ran. I loved the performance. And I love the the ease of getting in and out of it. But that's $60,000. But for $60,000, they get a really kick-ass car. And I need a car anyhow, right? Because I would use it. That would be my car that I would use for everything. I would get rid of the Cadillac, I guess. I mean, my son says he wants the Cadillac, so maybe I'll just give it to him. And a $60,000 car, that's a hell of a lot cheaper than a $90,000 or $100,000 used truck. Oh, bless my little heart. It certainly is, cheaper than a $225,000, new truck. So every time I work out this scenario, it always comes back to, yeah, the $60,000 Model Y. That's what I want to do. It might not make, I don't know. I'm sure there's people that you can crunch the numbers and you can say, well, this maybe is more expensive getting a big truck, but your income potential is much more, or it's greater. Getting a used Prius or getting a used EV would be better because it's a lower initial cost. Blah, blah, blah. But at the end, it always comes back to the Model Y. That's the one I want. So that's what I'm going to try to get. And I don't even know if I can get it. I don't even know if I can swing it. So the bottom line is, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to sell my truck, my big truck. And you're hearing it. This is exclusive. This is breaking news, people. I might be getting out of the trucking business. That's right. If I do that, I mean, but my CDL is still good until, well, I think I still got 5 more years until it expires. That's why I was thinking about driving for 5 more years and then just retiring. So I could always, as long as I have that CDL, I can always just go to work for just about anybody, even if it's just for a few months, of just to go make some money, and as long as I still have that CDL, I could do that. I've lost my lid. I've lost my coffee lid. It's probably going to be like right on my top of my head or something. Like when you lose your glasses and then it's like your glasses are... Did I put it in the bag? What did I do? I don't know what I do with my coffee lid. That's weird. But, so that's the breaking news. Breaking news. Trucker John is no longer Trucker John. But and that's another thing. Even my son kind of joked around. He's like, "You're gonna have to change your channel to Uber John if you do that." And we laughed and had a good time. It was funny. But I figure as long as I have my CDL, I'm still Trucker John. So even if I'll be Trucker John up until my CDL expires, which is like 5 years from now. Because I might still, like I say, if I go into this Ubering and I'll be Ubering full time, I still always have the option of if I find some opportunity to go drive, I could do it. And they say there's a big demand, and and I've got these recruiters that are constantly contacting me now, just because I put my name in on some job site, like truck driving job sites. So then they get your info, and then they call you. And they tell you, yeah, we've got a $5,000 signing bonus or a $10,000 signing bonus, which they don't give it to you all at once. You got to work there. You got to drive for like 6 months or 9 months or a year or whatever it is. It's all different. They're all kind of different, but they're all kind of the same, But so I still, at least I always have that option available to me. But I think I'm gonna pursue the Ubering, and until I get until I decide what I want to get, I'll just keep renting, I guess. But because then, okay, I really love that Model Y. If you guys saw the video, you saw how much I just, loved it. But then I haven't tried out the Hyundai or the Kia, which I would like to do. I haven't tried out. People talk about this Volkswagen one that's supposed to be really good. I mean, there's only so many cars I can drive and check out. I can't check out everyone, And a lot of them, they're not even available. The Tesla was available because they have a showroom here. I was looking for I think it was either the Hyundai or the Kia, and to go take a test drive. And the nearest place, I think one was Victorville, which is like 200 miles away, at least 230. And then I think there was another brand. I don't know if it was the Hyundai or if it was the Volkswagen or what, but theirs place was like LA. So I got to go all the way to LA. It's like 300 miles or whatever, or more, to test drive those vehicles, because they don't have them up here, apparently. I mean, they probably will eventually. So maybe I'll just keep looking. Maybe I'll find, a new one. I guess I don't even know if they have used ones. Well, those are brand new ones. They're just coming out, so there's not even any used ones yet. But so then that's another thing that I think about. Like, should I drive? Should I just? I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready just to jump into that Model Y. But then I'm thinking, but I never did even sit in or drive the Kia. I think it's Iconic 6 or something, and then there's the Hyundai something 5. I forget the names. Kiki Streets knows them, all the names, but and then the Volkswagen has one. I can't remember that name either, but and then even like the Mustang Mach-E. What if that's really cool? Even though I think it looks like shit because it does not look like a Mustang. I wish they could have made. Why can't? And I understand there's like the batteries, the way it kind of makes the cars. They have to design them a certain way, I guess. Apparently, but I wish they could just make a Mustang, electric Mustang, instead of what they call a Mustang Mach-E. It just looks more like some sort of SUV. They should have just called it an Explorer E or something, instead of but I guess they were trying to entice people with, it's a Mustang, But anyhow, there's that, and those look cool, and I've heard made improvements on those. That there was maybe some issues at first, and more and more people are liking them now. So that and Chevy's coming out with EVs. Of course, Ford has the Ford Lightning pickup truck. That'd be cool, but that wouldn't be good for Ubering. Oh, that's right. It would not be good for Ubering, I don't think. Even though you could probably get the crew cab. But I don't can't see that using a Ford Lightning in Vegas. You know, maybe in Victorville or Palmdale, but like going in and out of all these casinos and stuff. I don't think, even though there are like, shuttle vans that go in and out of there and big ass limos and shit. I don't know. I bet you people would like that. 'Cause they really love it when you pull up in the Tesla Model 3. You can see they go, oh, cool. Or they know on the app that there's a Tesla. But then once they see it, they're like, oh, man. And then they'll get in and they'll say, this is a beautiful car or whatever. I bet you if you pulled up in a Ford Lightning, they would be like, oh, yeah, I've heard of, they would be like, here's what they would say. They probably would love it. And they'd be like, oh, this is cool. And I've heard so much about it. For a lot of people, it'd be like the first time, seeing one or being, certainly being in one. I just don't know about and those are expensive too. But I guess I'm looking at a Model Y for 60,000. I think you can get a nice Lightning for 60,000. I remember when they first came out, they just came out like a couple years ago. They had it listed at like $39.99, or whatever, 39,999. So let's just say 40,000. That was the bottom price. But now I'm hearing that you can't even get one for less than like 55 or 60,000. Dude, it's about the same as the Model Y probably. But I guess I'd have to see. That's the thing. I feel like I would have to test drive it. I can't criticize or critique or whatever the Lightning or the Mach-E or any of those because I haven't driven them. So how do I know that the Model Y is the bee's knees? I don't. But I do know that I love that car. And out of I guess that's the third EV, right? As the Model 3, the Polestar 2, and then that Y. I think those are the only 3 electric cars I've ever driven. I'm just trying to think. I never drove one before, I don't think. I rode as a passenger in a Model 3 before as an Uber as an Uber passenger. And I remember I wasn't impressed with it at that time, with the Model 3. In the back seat, it was different than being a driver. But so that's the thing. I go buy a Model Y for 60,000. What if the Ford Lightning was awesome? What if the Mach-E is awesome? What if the Hyundai is awesome? So it's almost like I feel like I gotta at least take a test drive. I haven't even really looked into if they have the Ford Mach-E or the Ford Lightning, F-150 Lightning here in Vegas where you can go take a test drive. I'm trying to find my coffee lid. I don't know if I put it in the bag. Here's the cream and sugar that I'm not going to have. Here's my wallet. And my Pilot coffee mug. I think it's back in the big truck. Let me see if I put it in this. I've got this bag. I brought this just to. If I'm returning this car, I was going to just put everything in here. Oh yeah, here it is. I guess I put it in the bag. Okay. So I've been chit-chatting here. So I'm going to go ahead. We'll go ahead and head on over to Hertz. So I can get out of here. There's like a guy next to me. There's 2 cars back there waiting, doing the wait thing like I had to do. And I got pedestrians all around me being assholes. Guess they're going to Hertz. They park in front of Dunkin' Donuts to go to Hertz. There's a Tesla. Oh yeah, let's turn the camera back around. Come on, man. Push the button. Nice. Now you missed the Tesla. Because the damn button wasn't responsive. What is my map? I realize I have totally ignored the chat, and it really is. I can't see it, guys. I mean, I can see it, but I can't read it. It's just too small print or whatever, you know. So I just went off on my, you know, speechifying. So I apologize. I know people, they like you to read the chat. They like you to respond to the chat. I guess that's part of the allure of live streaming, to have that interaction. But over here at Trucker John, we do things a little differently. As you know, as you well know. And sometimes, like the other day, or I don't know, a couple of live streams ago, I did do where I just sat down and I just completely interacted with you guys, and I really did love that. I did enjoy that immensely. But that was a different setup, different situation. I think I was in a room, and I was sitting at a table, and I had my face right in front of the screen. It might have been even 15 mile an hour wind flashing, school zone or some bullshit. Anyhow, so that was a whole different situation. I was able to see the chat and interact with you guys, and it was great. I felt like we were actually having a conversation, you know. But now, even though I wasn't driving, I really can't see the chat. I can see the chat popped up right now. I think it might be KO. I have no idea what KO is saying right now. Probably heaping praises upon me, saying that Trucker John is such a great guy, probably a best human being in the world. I'm pretty sure that's the gist of it. I'm just guessing. It's just a guess on my part. But what was I saying? I guess I was just saying, yeah, I can't read it. So when I'm driving, or even when I was sitting there, because it was just, you know, too far back, and I was eating. I was eating. I got that excuse going for me. Yeah, we're heading over to Hertz, and I'll you know, I'll make it up to you guys. I'll call you out, or not call you out, but I'll, you know, I'll mention you guys. Give you mentions. I'll give you some mentions every now and then. And you guys are good chatters. You guys chat amongst yourselves. You pretty much don't even need me. You know, I'm just sort of a conduit for you guys to get in there and chat with each other. And it's like, what's that guy in the background? What's that noise? Background noise of some guy talking. Oh, no, just never mind him. So how's how's Illinois or whatever? It's already almost noon already. Gee, Jiminy Christmas. Hope I'm not too late to get a car. I might be. I kind of lollygagged. Woke up this morning. Actually, just woke up like, I don't know, 7 or 7:30 in the morning. But I was still kind of groggy, so I think I just fell back asleep. And then until almost like 9 or something. Just rolled out of bed, took a shower. By the time I get out of the room there, it was already after 10 o'clock. Started the live stream, what was it, like 10:30? And then here we are with the Dunkin' Donuts. That Boston cream donut was actually pretty good. I think I need to get in this lane. See, that's the thing, when I talk, shoot, now I should have ran that light. Oh, I think I'm in the wrong gosh darn lane. See, that's what happens when you talk and drive. Even if I'm not looking at the chat, I make a mistake. And if I try to go straight right here, it could cause a bunch of problems. And I don't know. We'll see how it works out. If I have, if these cars get by me real quick, then I'm just gonna go up to that other turning lane up there. If not, then we'll have to be taking a weird detour. Yeah, I'm just gonna jump over here real quick because I screwed up. So anyhow, I just want to say thanks for hanging in there with me, you guys. Even though I'm a terrible host, appreciate you guys being here and chatting. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up and to share and like. Hit the share button. Just see what happens. Have you ever hit the share button? Do you even know what happens? Hit the share button, and then it'll tell you like you could share the link. And there's all kinds of choices. You could share it to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I think. I don't know. Discord. You could send it to like a link to like a text mail, or email or whatever. There's all kinds of options there. You can even share it to your. I think you can share it to your community page if you have a community page on YouTube. So many options, man. The options are just unbelievable. So if you've already subscribed, which is great and awesome, and I thank you so much for subscribing, then you should be hitting the thumbs up. That should be automatic. Boom, just first thing you do, right? That's what I do whenever I go on anybody's live stream that I subscribe to. I just hit thumbs up right off the bat. Even if it turns out to be a crappy show, I'm still gonna hit thumbs up first if I subscribe to somebody. And then after you've done that, like I said, it'll take you. A little screen will pop up, and it gives you all these different options of places where you can share the link, I guess, to this live stream. And that really is something I don't think people utilize, that share button, as much as, you know, they should. And even I don't. I've been trying to be to do that. That's one of the things I try to do for the last, I guess, a couple months now. I've been really being, is conscientious the word? I don't know. But I've been hitting the share button, and I share it. Usually I share it to Twitter. You know, like if LeBron, I'll hit the share button. I'll share that to Twitter. KO has a show, I'll share that to Twitter. Or I might go and put it on Discord, or I might put it on my community page on YouTube. You know, so it does have options. It's not like it's. Maybe people think it's so much of a hassle or something. You know, so they don't do it. But it's really easy. It's just as easy as anything else when it comes to like social media. It's just all clicking. You just click, click, click. So hit that share button and click, click, click. We're on US 95, headed north, basically, or yeah, I guess north. And we're going out to the Hertz rent-a-car place. This is where they do the Uber rental car dealy-majigger. And I'm gonna see if I can get back into a Tesla. I really hope I can. So I'll probably, yeah, like I've done this before. Once I get there, I'm gonna end the live stream because I need to use the phone and for all of the sign-up process, and I don't want to have the live stream going inside the office. There's lots of people in there, and I don't know. It just doesn't seem like the place to do a live stream. So once we get to there, I'll go ahead and we'll go ahead and end this spectacular show. The show of shows. The show of shows. Yes, Trucker John show. It's all you need, really. Show you need in your life. Is Trucker John show. Well, why would you want anything else? Here I'm babbling. When I'm in a car like this, I tend to kind of babble and ramble and babble. And some of the shit that comes out of my mouth is pretty stupid. So I just ask for a little leniency. How about some leniency in that? But anywho, I hope you guys are all doing okay. I'm not reading the chat, so I apologize for that. I'm not trying to be a dick, but sometimes it just happens, I think, why do they want me to cut off at Craig Road for? I guess I'll get off here at Craig Road. Is that the same way I got off last time? See, this time I went ahead and entered, I think it's the right, pretty sure we're going to the right place. Put that in the Google map so I'm not running all over the place. Like a madman. This is Craig Avenue. One of kind of a major street out here in North Las Vegas. According to this, 7/10 of a mile and make a left on Rancho Drive, excuse me. Let's get the nomenclature right. It is a drive, it is not a road. Although I really don't know the difference, because I'll see something that's a drive, something that's a road, something that's a boulevard, and they could all look the same. I'm sure there are specific definitions, but I don't think they always meet them. Not even sure what that is. Usually a court, usually it seems like ends up being like a cul-de-sac, but that's probably not even 100% there either. Again, here I am babbling and rambling as I drive like a madman. See, I think Chevy Silverado, there's supposed to be coming out with an EV truck too. Wouldn't that be cool? I think that would be cool. Like if the Ford Lightning is, you know, I see now I feel like I have to drive one. Before I get a Y, I feel like I have to drive like a Lightning. Because I think that would be cool if you had the crew cab. And so it would seat at least 4 or 5 passengers. I think, you know, at least 3 in the back and 1 in the front. So at least 4 passengers. That's just the same as like a Model 3 or anything. I think that would be cool, but I don't know. I'm not sure, you know, like the range and if it's good, reliable like that, or I really would have to test drive it. All right, we're coming up on Hertz. There's the Wendy's. It's gonna be not too far down from the Wendy's. Please don't walk out in front of me. Thank you. Here's Hertz. It hurts. It hurts. My knee hurts. I'll tell you that much. From this stupid car. Oh, got a couple parking spaces. All right, guys, thanks for being here. I truly do appreciate it. I really do. I really, really do. I know I didn't talk to you guys directly through the chat. Wasn't able to do that. I apologize. Coffee's not bad. Let me see. I think I got some stuff in the trunk, in the glove box. Did I? I'm not. I guess that's all their stuff. Okay. All I gotta do is take out my cup holder. Well, see, that's the thing. I think I'm gonna wait just in case if they don't have any Teslas, then I guess I'll be stuck with this thing. This one just turned into like a little change holder. This coffee's gonna be cold. It was so boiling hot, remember? Now it's getting cold. That's why I need my my pilot travel mug thing, because that will keep the coffee hot literally like 8 hours or something, you know. Let's see here. So maybe I can just scroll back a little bit, look at some of the chat. See, and with the glasses on, I can't even see either. So it's a whole process. All right, so I can't do the whole 86 minutes to 55 seconds, but let me just scroll back a little bit here. Wes says, if I get an EV right now, this was at 11:42, so this is quite a while ago. I guess Benny Loco was in the house. Thank you, Benny Loco. Wes was saying hi. Hi, Benny Loco. I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for being here. Wes says, if I get an EV right now, it will need to be from a qualified dealer nearby, Ford GM most likely. Jolie says, help Trucker John support the channel. Thank you very much, Jolie, for dropping the link. Buy me a coffee. Wes says, I like the size of the sunroof. Yeah, that's cool. That's a cool thing. KO says, Car Guru's 2022 Tesla Model Y, long range, all-wheel drive, 54,000. 147, 10,000 miles, home delivery, 891 below market value for 2022. Yeah. Wes says, wondering what you're leaning on. Oh, a seat? Or this middle console thing, probably. KO says, $157 delivery included with Car Gurus. Wes says, I definitely want to buy American. Wes says, no local mechanics except those trained by the dealer. Know how to work on EVs. Wes says, I was just praying that my 13-year-old Mariner can keep running for a while. KO says, Caravan 2020 Tesla Model Y, long range, 36.3 miles, 44,000. Yeah, that's a pretty good price. KO says, free shipping at Carvana. And then KO is doing some sort of a Y and then a line. I don't know what those mean. I really don't. I don't know what any of that means, Ken. Sorry. KO says, I miss the days when people painted an image in chat. And then KO is laughing and flaming and hearting. And Jolie says, I miss the days that John read the chat. I know. I've told you that I'm sorry. Wes says, I have some good ones that I saved in plain text. Wes says, but it depends on the characters per line. Wes says, if you have to fix them, it takes too long, and then Wes says, Hertz donut. Wes says, some people love to hate emojis, and then he puts a bunch of emojis. Oh, so I didn't know. KO says, those were the least expensive recent models. They have more models. Yeah, those are good prices, yeah. Okay, so anyhow, here I am. Thanks, guys, for being here. I'm going to go in the office, see if I can get a Tesla. Of course, if I do, I'll be certainly videoing and posting videos of it. And maybe I'll go live again, driving and driving the Model 3 if I get another one. And then, of course, ignoring you the whole time. Anyhow, all right, guys, thanks for being here. I got to go. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you around in the chats, I'm sure, and the other chats around the YouTubes and things of this nature. Thanks, Jolie. Thank you for being here. Thanks for helping out. Thanks for watching my back when I'm driving. I can't see what's going on in there, so thanks for make sure everyone's on there watching their P's and Q's. All right, guys, everybody, make sure we got 6 thumbs up, so that's pretty cool. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all those good things, and I'll see you the next time when I see you. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.